welcome to Baby's Crafty Haven. I am Belinda, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. Now, if you could bear with me for just a second, I try to make my intros pretty quick so we can get to the crafting. But a while back, I asked everyone to help me reach my first milestone as a YouTuber of 500 subscribers, and you guys did it. And I wanted to do a giveaway, and I did. However, the lady that won never contacted me. So we're going to do this again. So you have another chance to win that $25 gift card of your choice. So in the description box below, go ahead and put gift card. I don't know. Yeah, just do gift card. And I will do a drawing. And sorry, I should have looked this up before I did this. But let's see. We'll just say the end of the month, the 31st. I'll do a drawing on the 31st. That gives plenty of time for everybody to enter the drawing and see my video. But I don't have any set schedules for my videos to drop, so you'll need to subscribe so you know when my next video drops so I can announce the winner. I will also post something on YouTube about the winner. So again, if you're subscribed, YouTube will let you know that I've posted something so you guys can be aware of the winner. So with all that, I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions, please just comment in the comment box below and let me know. But anyways, all right, we're done with that, and let's get on with the crafting and see what I made for you all today. All right, DIY number 1. We're going to start with these old boards, these long boards that I got from Dollar Tree many years ago. That's been in my stash for like ever. And I'm going to take 2 of them, obviously. And I'm going to take these jumbo or large popsicle sticks you get at Walmart. And I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue to connect these 2 boards together. And I'm just going to put the hot glue down the middle. And I believe I put the wood glue down the middle and then the hot glue on the either side. I had to change out that stick. That one stick was very bowed. So, yeah, just down the sides, down each side in between the wood glue. And I am going to do this all the way down. And I promise you, I don't show it all. I just do a couple and then I magically camera action. It's done. So, once we get that done, ta-da, we are on the other side of the board. And I removed some of the staples, but some of them I accidentally forgot to take out. So I did I take them out? Yeah, I did take them out, but there's holes. So I'm going to take the spackling because I want this to look like one big long piece. So I take that stick that was all warped and I just spread it along the crack in the middle, and then I'll spread it where the staples were. So it covers up all those holes and this looks like one large piece. And of course, after I do that, I dry it and I sand it. And then I'm going to paint it in my white by Apple Barrel. Did I even tell you that? Show you that? Yes. I sand it and then I paint it with my white and Apple Barrel. Okay. We got it all done, painted, dried, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to take my gray granite and we are going to dry brush this all over this. It kind of gives it dimension, kind of rustics it up a little bit. I really like the gray when it comes to, like, you know, making things look a little rustic, especially on these big boards like this. I like the look of it personally. But then I think I also take my wax, yes, and I go around the edges, and this really antiques it up. And I really not all that picky about how it goes on, because I'm going to take, I believe I do sand this, so it kind of blends all in. I can't remember if I do that or not on this. It's been a while since I did this project. Was it last week I did this project? I don't know. I'm talking to myself now. Okay, be scared. Yeah, after I get all this on, I do believe I do sand this, because I like blending it all together. And that sanding does that. It softens some spots of those heavy spots that I put on, and I like the look. And I dry it and then sand it, yes. And then I take these frames from Dollar Tree, and what are those, 5x8s or something like that, 8x10s, what is it? 5x8s, 4x6s. I was way off. 4x6s, and I take them apart, and we're gonna take those little metal prongs out of there, and we're just gonna use the frames. We don't need anything else. And then off camera, I do take some chicken wire and staple it on the back, but I don't show it because it's just me putting chicken wire and stapling it. It's pretty easy. But here I show you. I put chicken wire on there, and all I did was staple it on the back, as you can see. That's it. I didn't think you guys would like to see that. I'm sorry if you guys did. If you did, let me know, and I can do something similar and show you again. Show that. But I take these animals that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to paint them all in black. And after I paint them in black, okay, hot glue doesn't like to stick to the chicken wire. It's metal. So this was my idea. I'm pretty sure there's an easier way. This is the way I did it. I took some very thin wire and one of the popsicle sticks that I painted black, and I'm gonna twist the wire around the popsicle stick and the chicken wire, and that'll hold on my popsicle stick. And then I can use wood glue and hot glue to glue the animal to the popsicle stick. Personally, I thought it was pretty ingenious, but I'm pretty sure there's probably an easier way. I didn't want to poke holes through my animals and run the wire that way. I think I could have, because the wire is so thin, I probably could have got away with it, but I didn't want to drill holes in the animals, so because I was afraid it would show. And anyways, once I get all that in and together, like I said, and I do this for all three of the animals. And I think I just show you me doing one, but I put some wood glue and hot glue, and I do the same thing to all of them. So, and then I just stick the animal in the middle of that. And I probably didn't even need to paint the popsicle stick black because you don't even see it, but for some reason I just felt better doing it that way. So you could probably just leave it plain. Nobody's gonna see it. Okay, once I get all my animals put onto the chicken wire, I take these 1/2-inch letters and I painted them white in my apple barrel, and I'm going to put these all on the animals. So I put the word bacon on one, milk and eggs. So I started in the middle of the word bacon so I could get it evened on the pig. So and I use the wood glue for this because when I stick my letters on, they never go on right, and I always have to adjust them, and the wood glue gives me some time to do that. So that's why I recommend using wood glue or I don't know, sticky tack stuff, or the multi-surface glue or something that would give you a few minutes to move the letters around. But I do the same thing to all those. Now we're going to bring back our board, and I'm going to take some of this ribbon. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know if I got it from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Matter of fact, I probably could have even gotten it from a thrift store. I don't know. But I just tack the ends down with hot glue for now because I want to flip it and hold it there because that's where I want it. It basically helps me to hold the ribbon in place, and then I hot glue it on the back. And then I believe when I flip it back over, I put a little hot glue in the middle as well to help tack that down. And what I do to this end, I do to the other end. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little hot glue there now that I've got it all down. And then I'll do that same thing on the other end of this board. Same thing. I don't show it all, trust me. You don't have to be bored. We're going to cut it out. There we go. So now I got my animals, and I put them down. They're not glued yet. I'm going to take my multi-surface glue, whatever that stuff is, and first I do is I take my pencil and mark where I want to put the glue. And I do this to all three. And then quick and thick multi-glue, that's what it's called. Anyway, sorry. It came to me. Yeah, I had to say it. Light bulb went off. Anyways, I put that like in the corners of where I drew those lines, and a little bit in the middle, and then the rest I use hot glue. And you have to put something heavy on top or it doesn't really want to lay flat. So what I end up having to do is I just took a bottle of paint and put it on there, and kind of pushed it down. And then because the board is actually kind of warped a little bit, but I wasn't too worried about it, so I had to do that, and I did that to all 3 of them. And once I got them tacked down, I made this bow. And as many of you know, if you've been with me, I don't feel comfortable yet making my bows. I do show a couple in this video. I did not show me making that one because that was a double bow that I kind of did like Kathy Jo does hers, and it takes me a minute to think, and it takes me like 3 or 4 times before I finally get it to the way I like it. So that's why another reason why I don't show it is because it would take forever and I'm not comfortable with it. So anywho, I take some raffia and I put jute around the raffia and then stick that onto the bow and just hot glue that on. And then I take a metal star and I hot glue that in the middle. Now I do take some of that ribbon, that checkered ribbon, buffalo check ribbon, and make a hanger out of it. But I don't know if I show that or not, because all I do is just take a little bit of it, hot glue it down and tape it down, and I don't think I showed that. No, I don't. Sorry. But let me know in the description box below what you think. Now this one, 2 and 3, these go together, and I've actually seen a lot of crafters do these before, but I've been dying to make some of these, so that's why these are in this video. I wanted to make 3, but I only had enough for 2, and these, I took 11 shims each for each one. And as you can see, I put some hot glue, and then I put hot glue on the ends and wood glue in the middle, and we're just going to stack them on top of each other. You're going to stack skinny end to skinny end and large end to our large end, so we have a triangle. So I'm going to do this to both of them, both sets. Like I said, I used 11 of them in each set, and this is all I do. Just hot glue, wood glue, hot glue, wood glue, hot glue. And I do keep standing it up to make sure they're even and straight, so it's not a crooked triangle. And I don't show it all, I promise. We'll be moving on here in a sec. I don't actually know how many I do before I click out of it, but... Okay, anyways. Okay, here's the 2. This is what it should look like once you get them all glued together. And by the way, this is the hairiest wood shims I've ever seen in my life. You should have seen me trying to sand those. Oh my goodness. I do, and I paint them all in white apple barrel, but oh my god, let me tell you, I'm gonna have to find less hairy shims next time. Anywho, okay, the papers, I made templates out of paper, and then I took the paper and traced them onto cardboard. And the one on the right is our chicken, and the one on our left is our cow. So I cut them all out of cardboard. Well, I made them on paper first and then traced them onto cardboard. I thought it'd be easier that way. I take this pink, what is it? Pink, can't remember. It's a very light pink. Okay, I can't remember. It's almost like ballet slipper, Waverly's ballet slipper. But I can't remember the name of this one. I take that and then I add some white to it because I do want it a little lighter than that. Even though it's already a light pale pink, I want it even lighter. So we're just going to take white and I'm just going to mix that all together. And then we're going to paint the snout of the cow. And that's what that is. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but trust me, it's the snout. And I do 2 coats. And I paint the sides as well. And then once I get that finished, I paint those hooves in black, and I paint the tail black and white. Okay, once I get those done, there's my tails. Oh, I used pumpkin and a little bit of Waverly wax in that to make them that dark orange for the feet and the nose of the chicken. And I'm going to use this cardstock paper I found in my stash, and I am going to glue the wings and the little, I don't know, what do you call that thing at the top of a chicken's head? I don't even know what that's called. Whatever. It goes on the top of the head. And the wings all in this paper. Is there a name for that? If there's a name for the little thingy on the top of the chicken's head, let me know. I have no clue. So we're going to do all that. And I just use, as you can see, I just use a glue stick. And it holds great. I love those purple glue sticks. And then I just cut those out. And then I take my Posco white marker, and I kind of wanted to give the hooves and the tail a little dimension. So I just took that and just kind of made like a line and 2 dots, a line and 2 dots or something like that on the hooves. And then I just kind of traced out the tail a little bit on the black part of the tail. And I also used my black Posco marker to make the nose on the snout. I just kind of covered in like a little, I don't even know what that's called, an oval. It almost looks like a little seed. But yeah. All right, we're going to take my black. And I'm going to put little spots all over our cow. So it looks like a cow. Okay, weird question, y'all. Okay, I always made up things. You know, I grew up sort of in the country, I guess. At least my school was surrounded by cornfields. I don't know if it's really country, but I always called the black and white cows milk cows, and then I called the black cows coffee cows, and then the brown cows were chocolate milk cows. I don't know. I'm weird. Yes, I know. But so we had coffee cows, chocolate milk cows, and regular milk cows. Stupid. Goofy. You know what, but when you're in the country, you're kind of bored, so you just kind of come up with stuff. So, anyways, once I get all this done, I didn't think I showed all this, though. I guess I'm going to show it all. I thought I fast forward this actually a little faster than this, too. So, but once I guess I could have used my Posco marker for this, too. But I just ended up using the paintbrush. And then once I get that finished, I promise I'm almost done here. I promise. I swear. We are going to put together our cow. And we got the little snout, and we got the tail, and we got the hooves, and we're just going to hot glue those on. Now, what I forgot was the eyeballs. All I did was use 2 different size buttons for the eyes. And then this is faux leather I had in my stash. I just found it. I painted it black because it was brown, and then I put little white spots on it. And all I'm going to do is hot glue this to the side. I don't know how the ears kind of turned out kind of funky, but that's fine. Oh, I pinched them in the middle. I put hot glue and pinched them in the middle at the bottom to kind of make them look more like ears. So, and I don't know. But there we go. They're a little weird. They're kind of standing up straight. I think they should be down more. Okay, we're going to take the gray granite. I think this is the gray granite. And a brush. And we're just going to flip paint all over this, the second one. This is going to be our chicken. And I wanted a little bit more dimension. I didn't want it all white. So I thought this would look good. And it actually did, actually. I love the way this one turned out as well. So I just kind of gave it some dimension and just splattered gray all over it. So, very messy, by the way. But it is what it is. So we're going to take our little legs and our little mouth and our wings and stuff and that little floof thing at the top of the head. And these felt eyes I got off of Amazon. And then I'm just going to hot glue everything together. And okay, here's me making a bow for our cow. I used that buffalo check, and all I did was hot glue the ends together. And I'm scrunching those 2 pieces together in the middle, and I'm going to kind of stack them on top of each other. And then take some jute and tie it off. This is going to be for our cow. And right above my hands, if you can see it, there's a bunch of fabric. I made a messy bow for the chicken. I didn't show it. And all it is, I just took a bunch of fabric I had, and I just made strips and piled it all together and connected it with jute. That was it. Nothing special, just strips of fabric and jute. And that's how I got the messy bow. I thought I did show it though, but I guess I didn't. Anywho, I'm going to take some raffia again, and I'm going to take my jute, and I'm going to tie the jute off in the middle, and that'll be for the cow. So, okay, bringing back our chicken. Chick, brah. Okay, there's my messy bow. Like I said, just strips of fabric, and I just piled them together in a stack and tied them off with jute. And we're gonna put that on the little top of the little, on the bottom of the little floofy thing on top of its head. I don't know what that's called. And I'm gonna take a little flower I took from my stash, and I'm gonna cut it down so it lays flat, and we're gonna put that in the middle of the messy bow. And then I believe that's it for our chick. And there's our chick. And is she cute? Oh my gosh, she's adorable. I love her. Okay. Now, the cow, my moo. Okay, we're gonna take our moo, and I'm gonna put the bow on, and then the raffia. See the ears? That's why I thought they were weird. So I ended up taking hot glue, as you can see right here, and kind of tacking them down a little bit because they stood up too straight. I think they need to go more off to the side. So, I mean, I had to hold it there for a second to get it to tack down, but it did. And then I put the bow and the raffia on. I almost burnt my fingers there. Okay, now we're gonna take, I put the bow on first and then the raffia. Okay, we're just gonna take some hot glue and glue that on there. And then we'll take the raffia and stick that to the bow. And then I trim down some of the raffia because it's a little long. And then I think I take a metal star, a rustic star that I got off of Amazon that I used in the first project as well, and put that in the middle of our moo. So once our little moo-moo's done, that's it. And then we got a chicken and a moo-moo. I love it. I wanted to make a pig, but I didn't have enough shims. So let me know in the description box what you think of them. I think they're adorable. I love them. Okay, DIY number 4. I don't know if this is really Farmhouse or not, but you can let me know. I put it in here. When I was taking out the frame, I broke the glass, which we don't need anyways. We don't need any of the innards. We just need the frame. And the same thing I did in project 1, I do for this. I will take all those pins out, and I will take the chicken wire and just staple it around the edging. And again, I don't show that. I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. It's just me laying the chicken wire down and just taking a staple gun and going around the edges. So once we get that, I take that thing from Dollar Tree and I snap off the little basket part of it. We've all seen these. And then I take a jumbo stick and I hot glue it to the back. I'm not sure if I really had to do this part. Maybe this part with the popsicle stick. But the next part, maybe not, because I actually end up covering it. So I fill in that butterfly with my spackle, which, again, I probably could have skipped this part. I'm not sure how much would have showed. I don't think anything of it would show because I end up covering it. I think I end up covering it completely. Maybe the little bit tips of the wings is what shows, but you can't see it anyways because once I paint it in my antique white, which is what I did just there, and my camera wasn't on, I'm sorry. So I take that antique white and I painted it, and now I'm going to take this green. I got that from Lowe's for $2. I don't even know what color green you call it. It's like a sage, I think. And I do a very heavy dry brush onto this house, except for the roof. It's just the flat part of the house. And I just kind of go all the way around and do, like I said, a heavy dry brush. And then I sand it. And I think that's the footage I lost. I lost the sanding footage. Somewhere. See, I sanded it. I just showed you. I sanded it. Here you go. That's done. But I had done it off camera. See how it, even some of the antique white came off too, which was perfect. So I'm going to take my wax and I'm going to do the roof. I did paint the roof with the antique white, by the way. And then I just kind of like spread it on there. I really didn't do full coverage of the antique wax. And then I take this little door I got from the fairy section in the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint the whole thing with the antique white. I think it's called antique wax, antique white. And then this is not the gray granite. I can't remember what this one's called. It's like stone or something. It's a little darker than the gray granite. And I paint the wood or the stones around the house, around the door with this. And I even go on the sides and the top of it with this darker gray. And I think a little bit of the front too. And then I take my gray granite, which you can actually see how much lighter it is compared to the other gray. And I do like a dry brush onto these stones to help give it a little bit more dimension, help bring them out a little bit. Stones are not, you know, one color anyways. So I kind of wanted to make it look a little bit more realistic. And then I take a little bit of my brown, what's it called? For amber, burnt something. And I do a little bit of dry brushing of that brown on there too. So it's got like 3 different colors on there to help it look more realistic. Burnt umber, that's what it is. Burnt umber. And after I do that, I don't know what I'm doing now. Going back and forth with the colors. Okay, there we go. That's what we got so far. And then I'm going to take my green and I'm going to kind of do like a little dry brush of that onto the door. Because I want it kind of look like the house too. It's going to kind of look similar to the house. Not full coverage, just random. It's an old door and it's peely paint. And then I'm going to take brown and I'm going to do the raised edges on the door in the brown. Now, you see the window that I'm doing right now? The inner part of that window I painted black. And then the wood around it, I'm painting that brown. I can't remember what color brown that is, but and then I do the raised design on the door with the brown as well. And there we go. Our door's done. Okay. See how I put the door on the house? I don't know if you really even see the the butterfly. Maybe like the top edges of the butterfly, maybe like the top parts of the wings, but I couldn't get this thing open, by the way. I was trying to use that super glue thing from Dollar Tree. I couldn't get that thing on. I even tried my teeth and it didn't even work. So I ended up pulling out my that's me using my teeth. I don't recommend that, by the way. I got the cement stuff and I barely had any left in it. I really had to squeegee it out. So I put a little bit of that on. By the way, that stuff really stinks. And I put a little bit of that on and then I did hot glue and then I put the door on. So that's how I stuck my door onto the wood house. And then I think, what else do I do? I think I ended up taking a tumbling tower block. Yeah, I took a tumbling tower block and I cornered it, cut it, which by the way, those things are really hard to cut. I'm sorry. Whoever says those are easy, lie. It took me forever to get that thing cut at an angle like that. But all I did was paint it in the antique white and then take the wax. So basically what I did to the roof. So I still could get that glue cap off, so I just cut the edges of I just cut the bottom open, and then I used the wood or used the hot glue along with that super glue. And then once we get that on, this is what we have so far. And then I took foam and I hot glued the foam onto the bottom edge of our frame. And then these flowers I got from Dollar Tree, I'm going to take those and just randomly stick them all in that foam. Enough until my eyes like it. And then I take moss and I put it like in the front of the house and in that front part of that greenery and a little bit on the bottom. And I just hot glue all that moss in there at the bottom. Once I get the flowers in, of course. I put all the flowers in first, and then I do the moss. The brown moss. Yeah. And then once I get that done, see, I did the brown moss. I knew I did that off camera. I meant to hit play, but anyways, I put all the flowers in that I wanted, and then I put the moss down with hot glue. And now I'm taking this, as you can see what I'm doing. I just kind of took the ends, glued them together, and I scrunched it in the middle, and I'm taking some jute and tying it off. That ribbon I think I got from Amazon. Either Amazon or Temu. I cannot remember. I've had it for a while. But once I get that on, I take another piece of it. That piece was too small. I take another piece of it, and I kind of fold it, and kind of twist and fold it, and then I take the rest of that jute that I have on there, and I tie it off, and this will be our tails. That's how I add the tails on there. And then I do ducktail those as well. So I'll just take that and I will ducktail that, and I ducktail both. As you can see how I just kind of fold it in half and then cut at an angle. And that one cut really weird. I don't know what happened with that one. And then once I get that, I will put that at the top corner of our frame. And I just use that extra jute I have hanging there. I do hot glue it as well, but I just go ahead and tie that on, use that extra jute and just tie it on the frame. And then I take hot glue and I just glue the front, because it didn't want to stick right anyway. So I just put a bunch of hot glue and then angled it the way I wanted it and set it the way I wanted it. And then I will floof my bow, and I will crunch up the tails a little bit too. It's got wire in it, so I kind of like bend it to make it look wavy, I guess. Like that. That's what I did. Once I finally got that to stick down the way I wanted it to. And then I took this sign and I wrote the word home on it using my Posco pen. I think I got that. I don't even know where I got that. I mean, you got, I don't know if Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. And then I'm just going to kind of tack it on in the back there, so it kind of hangs the way I want it to. And then I take one of the flowers that came off one of those things I used. Oh, okay, wait. First, I'm going to take a rustic star and stick it in the middle of our bow. And then I'm going to take my flower and kind of stick it on the corner of that sign. And I hot glue that in, obviously. And then that is it for this one. Let me know in the description box below what you think. And if you think this is farmhousey, I don't know. And here we are on a final reveal. Here is everything we did today. We got our little moo moo and our chick chick. And we got our farmhouse sign right there with milk, eggs, and bacon. And our little home sign. So again, and just let me know what you think of all this in the description box below. And remember, if you want that $25 gift card of your choice, to also type in the word gift card. And I will do that drawing on July 31st at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Please remember to like. And I will see everybody on my next video. Yeah, that's it.